You found the Gun Geek channel. Welcome back. This video will be of the classic model 1895 by Marlin. And this particular Marlin is a 4570. Has a black walnut stock. Has a tubular magazine that can hold 4 rounds, as with most lever actions will have a tubular magazine. Has a lever style action, side eject. Some of the much older type lever actions had a top ejection, but most modern lever actions have a side. Also, going back to the stock, it has really nice checkering, nice and sharp, but not sharp enough to cut your hand or be uncomfortable. The barrel is 22 inches long. The receiver is pre-tapped, so you can go ahead and put a mount on it and put your scope on there. It also has sights. You have a covered front sight. The rear sight is a buckhorn style that can fold down out of the way, so when you put your scope on it, you can mount your scope really low and you don't have to worry about the rear sight getting in the way. The overall length is 40.5 inches, and the weight is a hefty 7.5 pounds. Let's talk a little bit about the cartridge. The cartridge is a 4570, or also known as the 4570 Government. It was developed for the U.S. Army's Springfield model 1873, which leads to that this cartridge was developed in 1873 for that very rifle. The round is the bullet is a 45 caliber bullet. The 70 means that is the weight or the grains of the black powder charge. When this was first developed, it was a black powder round. Okay, now that I blabbered on for probably half the video, we're going to go ahead and shoot our piece of armor. I'm going to go ahead and put it down range, and we'll see how it does compared to last week's video, which was the 270. Here's our piece of armor, and from the video from a couple weeks ago, there's the 270 shot, and you can see that left a pretty good crater. The 4570 is right here, and not much, a very slight dimple in there, not really that much. Okay, we're all done shooting, and we're in my garage, and I'm going to go ahead and clean my Marlin 4570. I can barely remember the name. It was a long day. So here it is. I'm going to go ahead and pivot down here so you can see it. It's a very simple disassembly, and that's really all I want to show here. All I want to show is the disassembly, and it requires the removal of one screw. Now again, I want to stress using a bit that perfectly fits the screw that has to be removed. So I've already safety checked this. I went ahead and moved the lever down so it's pointing straight down. And go ahead and make sure we're in there. Good. And remove the lever screw. Put it in a safe place where it cannot be lost, and it easily just comes out. At this point, you should be able just to pull the bolt out of the back. Not as easy as I thought. It's a little tight. It helps if you pull the hammer down a little bit. And here's the bolt. It's pretty dirty, and that's only after 20 shots. Okay, I'm going to move the camera in. Again, just remove the bolt. The only other piece that comes out is in here. There's the ejector. It's sort of a little spring-loaded thing, and it really just lifts out. And there it is. And if you notice this little nub on the bottom, right here, sort of fits in a hole back there. So when you put it back in, you got to sort of slide it back there until it just sort of falls in. When you remove it, just take note of how you took it out and how it went back in. When you have it in correctly, there's a little hole right here, and that's where this would be inside, and this little hole is where this pin on the bottom of the ejector would fit in. I'm losing my voice. I have very bad allergies because I'm a geek, and this is the Gun Geek Channel, brought to you by Gun Geek Channel only on YouTube. Have a great weekend or week wherever you are watching this video. This video will be of the classic model 18 Oh, and there goes my lever. That could be. Okay, we're here in my garage, and I'm going to go ahead and clean my, don't remember what the name of the gun that I shot, for the love of Pete.